The Amazing Race 2025 live recap and spoilers premiere. We are back with a new season of The Amazing Race 2025 as Big Brother invades the scene. Host Phil Keoghan is back as 13 new teams try their best to make their way around the world and be named the winner of The Amazing Race Season 38. Big Brother merges with The Amazing Race. For this new season, it was announced that the 13 new teams would consist of former house guests on Big Brother playing with their loved ones. The list of former house guests includes 3 Big Brother winners, Taylor Hale, Jag Baines, and Chelsea Bayham. September 25th Live Recap premiere. Keep refreshing the page for the latest The Amazing Race live recap updates. The first leg of the race. We are on a European adventure for the season. Some of the biggest personalities and winners of Big Brother will be taking on some of the biggest spots in Europe. The teams are starting in the city of Hoorn in the Netherlands. They notice that everyone is from Big Brother, as we have former couples and current couples competing against each other. Enzo, an icon on Big Brother, is in the house. First challenge on The Amazing Race. The teams arrive at the first challenge, which will have them bowling. However, one of the players is on a sled on ice, and they will use their head to knock the pins over. The first team to get a strike will win an express pass, which they can use anytime in this leg to skip a challenge. The last team to get a strike would get a hazard, which they'll have to complete an extra task sometime during this leg of the race. As the teams arrive at the task, we see that Angela and Lexi and Jazz and Jag miss the clue box. They have to go back and get it. Meanwhile, Keoghan and Taylor are the first to get a strike, so they get the express pass and head out to meet Phil Keoghan for the next clue. More and more teams complete the strike, but it's down to Izzy and Paige and Jack and Enzo. They are both struggling, as the other teams all gather with Phil waiting for them to finish. Izzy and Paige get it first, so Jack and Enzo finish last and will get the hazard against them. Welcome to the Netherlands. The teams have all made it to Phil Keoghan, so time for everyone to introduce themselves and their loved ones. Phil shocks Keoghan and Taylor, as he tells them they won 2 express passes tonight, so they have to give the second one to another team. They discuss and give it to Jazz and Jag. Time to get the ball rolling, as the next clues will be on the cars around the corner. The Amazing Race Season 38 has officially started, as Phil sends them on their way. The teams are driving to their next destination for the next clue. Jag has won the most competitions in Big Brother history, so the teams are surprised to see Keoghan and Taylor give the express pass to the team that doesn't need any help with challenges. Hazard time on The Amazing Race 2025. Tucker and Eric arrive first at the next clue box. The teams will now get on a tandem bike and ride it to their next clue. However, Jack and Enzo will face their hazard before they can get on a bike. For the hazard, Jack and Enzo will each have to eat 1 herring fish. Driving is always an issue on The Amazing Race, as we see it knock Keoghan and Taylor down to 11th place. However, Jack and Enzo and Megan and Matt are both lost and still trying to make it to the clue. Another challenge. The teams start to arrive at the next clue, which has them dressing in costumes and heading out to get cheese. They have to stack 30 pieces of cheese and then deliver it to a cheese market for the next clue. We see Tucker and Eric and Jazz and Jag working on the cheese to start. Tucker and Eric are struggling to get their pyramid of cheese built to deliver it, but Jazz and Jag get it delivered and get the next clue. They will now head back on the bike to get their car and drive to the next clue. Jack and Enzo make it to their hazard and get the fish eaten before heading out to get the next clue. Megan and Matt are still searching for the clue. They finally run into Jazz and Jag, who help them find the clue box. Back to the cheese, but Tucker and Eric finally get it figured out and get their cheese delivered. Jack and Chelsea finish not far behind them. Roadblock on The Amazing Race Season 38. Jazz and Jag get to the next clue, and it's a roadblock. The teams will be heading into a greenhouse and have to find and pick 9 flowers. They will then have to gather them and display them in a box, just as they are shown. There are so many flowers in this greenhouse and so many similar colors. Jazz gets started on the challenge for them. More teams are finishing the cheese challenge, as Jack and Enzo continue to drive around trying to find the clue box. At the roadblock, Tucker and Eric get there, and Eric will take on this challenge. He starts working with Jazz as they try to get this challenge done. The other teams are finishing up the cheese challenge. Jack and Enzo are still riding that bike, losing maps, and just failing all around. Kat and Alex get back to the car after finishing the cheese challenge, but Kat notices she kept her scarf on from the costume. Now they have to figure out a way of getting it back to the people or face a penalty. All of the teams have finished the cheese challenge, as Jack and Enzo finally get there. For the roadblock, Jazz gets a check, but has one flower wrong. He gets it fixed and is now correct. Eric is right behind them as they get the next clue and are told to head to the pit stop. Working together, Christine and Rubina arrive at the roadblock. Christine is a florist, so she loves this challenge. Izzy is working the challenge also, so they start working together and the lights go ahead. They make it work, though, with headlamps. Most of the teams are working on the roadblock, but we have Kat and Alex, Megan and Matt, and Jack and Enzo still trying to get to it. More and more teams are finishing the roadblock. We have Kat, Lexi, and Matt trying to find the flowers. However, it's getting darker, which makes it harder to find the correct flowers. Lexi gets it right, so they move on. Jack and Enzo finally get to the roadblock, but two teams are still trying to get the roadblock completed. Kat is having a breakdown, which may be her downfall, and help Jack. Kat finally gets it, so they're heading out. Matt is struggling, but he finally gets it right, and they head to the pit stop. Jack gets it correct right behind him, so now it's a race to the pit stop. Pit stop on The Amazing Race Season 38. It's a race between Jazz and Jag and Tucker and Eric to see who will get to Phil first. Here are the results from The Amazing Race 2025 tonight. First place, Jazz and Jag. They have won $2,500 each for coming in first. Second place, Tucker and Eric. Third place, Izzy and Paige. Fourth place, Christine and Rubina. Fifth place, Natalie and Stephanie. Sixth place, Jack and Chelsea. Seventh place, Hannah and Simone. Eighth place, Joseph and Adam. Ninth place, Keoghan and Taylor. 10th place, Angela and Lexi. 11th place, Kat and Alex. 12th place, Megan and Matt. Last place, Jack and Enzo. They definitely struggled all night long, but they did finish the leg. However, it was in last place, and Jack and Enzo were eliminated from The Amazing Race Season 38 tonight.